Hey guys, welcome back. Dirt Road Customs. So we're gonna do a little update. That is still sitting in the same spot. Haven't done anything to it. I ordered some parts for that transmission to get that linkage right. And once I get that, I'm gonna get started on some more stuff on it. But on a side note, what we have been doing is we've been organizing. So I decided to put this half wall in. And I know you guys are like, why would you cut your shop in half? Well, it was already cut in half. That's her side, that's my side. But this gives me a boundary. So we did. There's that compressor. I'll show you guys that first. So that's all done. It ain't pretty. It only pumps up to about 100 PSI. It's good for tires. It ain't the greatest. I got that other big pump I'll put together. That's going to be this winter. I was just proud that I got this together. I never done anything like that. But got the feed tube into the tank. Tank's solid. Comes up. I got me a drop there with a regulator. I got a drop over there with the regulator. So, a lot of organizing. We got this over here. Trying to get a spot for everything, you know. Trying to have a spot for everything. That way, you get done with something, you put it up. Granted, there's a few things out, but nothing real bad. I have not done anything over here yet. That's my next long night. There's that pump. Got a part washer over here. Move the steel rack over here. That's what you guys are used to, a mess. Like I said, each night I come in here, I've been doing it now for 2 or 3 weeks. I think 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. But this is my side. We're getting it done. I'm hoping to get this kind of stuff done. I can make a better video for you guys, make a little better quality. Maybe get a tripod, put this thing on there, and you guys can see what I look like. I don't know if you're even interested in that, but, you know, a spot for everything. If it's got a spot, you can put it up. Now, on my wife's side, I guess she's been busting her butt. I mean, she got that big old toolbox. I kicked mine down to a little one. I don't need all them tools. We got her set up, and I think she's got a pretty good setup for what she's wanting to do over here. And she does like, you know, she wants to get into some woodworking. She wants to work on some things. You know, build coops, build flower boxes, build brooder boxes. I think she'd like to get into some bigger stuff, you know, maybe some cabinetry. I don't know. But it gives her an area, you know, an organized area. You know, there's that dang gum thing. That thing is junk. I do not recommend those. I mean, they run longer than they blow, so. But, yeah, with this thing, I haven't done anything. I still have it. I'm not getting rid of it. I still have that damn thing. That means the Ford is still outside. What have I done anything? I haven't done anything with it. I told you last time I got the transmission mounted and everything. I did get some stuff out of the way. I'll show you guys some stuff. Well, it's a good spot to put this down at. What's that right here? I did get a little swapping. And I got this. It ain't bad. It's a little beat up. A buddy of mine who actually had the car. I swapped some things and I got that Ford off of him for this car. And then I did some swapping and got this back. But he found this on his way back from swap meet and a car show. I think it was Chickasha. It may have been Dewey. Saw on the side of the highway. Someone lost it. on the side of the highway. Got some damage right there. It's missing a bracket. This thing is almost too skinny to fit on that car. And I don't like the brackets. I don't like how they work. I've looked them up, and I think it's either, well, I say that. I don't know what it is. I don't know who makes this. I don't know if it's a Pet Cat or it's not a Fulton. It's an aftermarket. There's a couple different companies out, and I can't think of them right now. The only one I can think of is Fulton and Pet Cat. I'd like to find one that has the 3 screws, the 3 holes on this bracket down the end. I'd really like to have a Fulton with that dog bone bracket that goes down, and it's more of a flat. It's not the ball cap. But what you find and what you get is 2 different things. I know that GM put out their own, and it actually bolted to that centerpiece. If I could find one of those, I'd be tickled to death, because I'd love to put a GM part back on a GM. Yeah, I mean, there's that. I need to get started on this thing again. Fall is coming. Today was our first nice, cool day. I enjoyed it so much. We did a lot of work out here, a lot of cleaning and sweeping and picking up. I know it doesn't look like it, but for me, this is a lot cleaner. What else? Oh, I did get some stuff in. Let me get the box open so I can show you. I got these in, and they are fused. There's the wiring diagram on top, and that's what we're going to wire this car with. I believe there's 6 in this box. That box. I'm just going to do the major components. I mean, most of the cars that you get, like the wiring harnesses, unless you're going to have, you know, AC and stereo system and all kinds of crap going on, you don't need that many circuits. Only thing I can think of is headlights, brake lights, ignition, accessories, which I'll put like 2 of those will be accessories in case you want to add something. Like a heater motor. You know, that's going to have a lot of draw on it, so you can put a relay on it. Brake lights, headlights, ignition, and then a couple accessories. You know, I mean, there's nothing much more to that than that. And those relays are made to take, well, I understand they take a lot of power and they control it, you know. And you guys leave me some comments and tell me. I figured I'd just build a panel. I don't know if I'm going to do a negative control relay to where all the power goes to the unit and it's turned on through a ground, through a switch, or if I'm going to do a traditional, you know, just wire it up traditionally. Going to make a panel, going to put it underneath the dash. I know you can put those relays out here. I've thought about that. I thought about putting them right there, where you can see them all, you can test them all. But I don't know. I think if you do a loom and you run it inside, it'll look good. But yeah, you know, that'll be this winter deal. And maybe I can do a little bit better videos for you. I can set it up and we can go through on how to wire them, and you guys can give me pointers, because I ain't never done this. I just know that you've got to run this to here and this to here and to get power to it. I want to do it right. And then some of you guys in your comments might say, no, just don't even do that. Get you a harness and just do it. I may get into those relays and realize I'm over my head. My first option on that, if I get over my head, I'm going to get somebody in here with me that does wiring. because I want to try to do it that way. I want to try to do it with the relays. I know it's a safer option than just doing a straight wire like I've done earlier stuff. And I might get somebody in here that knows more about it, and they might be like, Brent, just get a harness. And then if that's the case, that's what we'll do. We'll run a harness. This is like my unicorn, guys. I know you guys that have followed me for a while have seen cars come and go. I'm going to be 49 this year. I want to drive one. I want to drive to Dewey. I want to drive this thing to go to Sonic. I want to drive it to work. I mean, I want me and my wife to get in there and cruise and go see my son in Ada. I want to go to Tahlequah and see my daughter, you know. But I want to get one done. You guys hold me to it, you know. But I won't keep you guys. It's Sunday night, getting ready for another fun week of work. Temps are starting to come down in Oklahoma. I'm glad they are. I'm sick of the heat. But you know, get out there and work on something, you know. Yeah. We'll get a little more organized. We're gonna make it clean in here. We're gonna make it look like a real shop. At least I hope it looks and stays, you know. I got to get on myself about, you're done with it, put it up. But y'all have a good week. Talk to y'all later. Bye.